What's going on, lunch breakers and takers? This is another episode of the Old Man Gamers. I am Jose.
And this is Brodny.
And we are back. Okay, we took a little hiatus. We took some time off. The last time, if you're a YouTube follower, if you're one of the guys that subscribe to us on YouTube, guys or girl that subscribes to us on YouTube, we left you in suspense. Okay, we left you in suspense. Okay, we had a little rage video. Okay, we were mad about not getting our Xbox when Amazon promised us, but we are back. We are here to give you an update, and we have good news. We got our Xboxes. And bonus news, B also got a PS5.
That's right. So we're here to talk a little next-gen gaming. We're primarily sports gamers. Our other channel is all sports. So we start with some NBA 2K.
Yeah.
NBA 2K next gen is outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything that they were hyping it up to be. It feels like a brand new game, basically. And they put a ton of work into it. They added the WNBA franchise mode, or I guess it's My WNBA.
Yeah.
The WNBA career, WNBA online called the W. And they added some stuff to the NBA franchise as well. They remade the entire neighborhood into the city. It's got 4 different boroughs. Affiliations are back. There's mayors for each area, each team. So they put a lot of work in. I mean, in 2K fashion, following their tradition. Every time they release a game, at least one part of it doesn't work for about a month.
Yeah.
So that's going on with the My NBA right now. The 2K share feature that would allow you to share your entire My League scenario. Doesn't work.
Right.
It was pretty exciting because you could create a My League with as few as 12 teams, from 12 to 36 teams. With all custom rosters and everything, so you could recreate the NBA from any year that you wanted.
Right.
And so, in theory, somebody will be able to set that up, upload it online, and everybody else will be able to download it and start a My NBA in, say, 1950 and play it all the way up to today. Right. But it doesn't work. So I assume that'll be a fix for that will be coming soon. But the gameplay itself, I mean, the movement in 2K is night and day from the current gen version, or I guess the old gen version now.
Yeah. Full disclosure, I haven't played a whole lot of it, but I've played a good chunk of it initially when I got the Xbox. My little man's been dominating this thing since I've gotten it. So no, it's smooth. Even he played it with me. It just moves I don't say completely different, but it is different. Some people will argue that it's the same thing. I don't think it is. But no, I love the experience, man. I love going around the city. I'm big on the my player or my career mode anyway. And look, and me and B aren't online gamers like that, so that's why I understand the people that criticize the game, right? Because the online experience is going to be different from people that don't play online as much. Right. Even when we are online and we're rolling around through the city, we're not the type that wants to get any rep or go and play a lot.
We're tourists.
Yeah. We're just enjoying the view. So our experience with the game is completely different. That's why for us, it's an amazing experience, right? Everything is. I mean, we've always loved 2K, even in the years where it wasn't as great. Right. And not as great, meaning they didn't have as many improvements from the previous year. But it's hard to keep improving when you've done such a great job already. Right?
Yeah. And so, if you don't know, the main addition to the My NBA, which is what they're going with My NBA and My WNBA. That's going to be the names of those modes moving forward. The My League modes. The main addition there is that they took My GM, My League, and My League Online and rolled them all into one mode.
Yeah.
And they give you just an insane amount of customization tools. You can change anything that you want, any of the rules. You can set up the rules prior to starting your My League. You can use custom rosters. You can replace whatever teams you want to replace, all that good stuff. You can have the RPG elements from MyGM be on or off, just on an individual basis. So if you want the tasks from MyGM, but you don't want the conversations, you can have that. If you want the trust between you and your staff, but you don't want the tasks from the owners, you can have it that way. So they've given you the ability to have the game and play the game however you want to play it.
Yeah.
And this is something we're going to talk about a little bit later. I mentioned, 2K always launches with some mode that just doesn't work out of the box.
Yeah.
And, it's frustrating, but it is what AAA gaming is at this point.
Yeah.
Games really don't launch in a finished state anymore.
No, they don't.
And so, I'm not too critical of it because I do know that it's going to get patched and it's going to get fixed, and it's just a matter of waiting that out.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was just unfortunate and it's frustrating, but a couple weeks from now, you're not even going to remember that you had those issues to begin with.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I do want to acknowledge the people that are frustrated with the game, that do have critiques or even hard criticisms of the game, right? Like, we're not the type that gets emotional when you bash a game that we love, right? If you're one of those people that thinks 2K sucks, or it's just all right, or not much improvement from the last game, I hear you. And some of that is legit, some of it isn't. But when you talk about the servers still having issues, that's a legit issue, right?
Like, is it a legit issue? Because at this point, I kind of feel like that's just working as intended. I mean, it's been over a decade that they haven't gotten that fixed. So I'm like, are they trying to fix it?
Well, no, I mean, it's an issue if you're a gamer, right? Like, like, there's a problem for you and they haven't fixed it. So that's a legit critique of the game for sure. So we can acknowledge that and we can understand that, right? But listen, compared to the next game we're about to talk about, I mean, you can feel what you want to feel, right? You can feel what you want to feel, and you might love this game. You might be the opposite on this, and you might love this game. But listen, man, it's not Madden. And I know if you love Madden, you hate the comparison. You've always hated the comparison to 2K, but 2K is just a superior sports game. Okay? Yes. I know it's different sports, but it's a superior sports game.
The bottom line with 2K is when you turn on the gameplay, when you turn on the game and you're actually playing a game of NBA basketball, I mean, it feels like basketball. It doesn't feel like a video game. I mean, obviously there's gamey parts to it. The pick and roll defense, the transition defense need work. Yeah. But it feels great, and it's a great experience. And it's the whole package. And it feels like a game that's presented on television. They have the bubble cam now. The crowd is there. They enhance the crowd noise and atmosphere. And so it feels fantastic. When you turn on Madden, it's not that way.